Stop! Do not buy a tablet right now. Not an iPad and definitely not a cheap Android tablet like the Galaxy Tab A9. Why? Because the 2026 iPad 12th Gen is about to drop, and it costs just $349. This price tag completely destroys the market for cheap Android tablets. It also makes the older 10th and 11th Gen iPads look like slow toys. Let me give you the facts right now. The old 11th Gen gave you an A16 chip and 6GB of RAM. The new 12th Gen gives you a massive A18 or maybe even A19 chip and 8GB of RAM. That is a huge jump. For the exact same $349, you get double the brain power. You get phone-level speed inside a budget tablet. But there is a brutal truth Apple is hiding about the screen. They had to cut corners somewhere to keep that low price. I am going to tell you everything you need to know about the release date, the specs, and the ugly truth Apple will not talk about. Grab a snack, because we have a lot to cover. First, let us talk about the release date. Things got weird this week. If you follow Apple News, you know they just had a massive product drop in early March 2026. They showed off the new iPhone 17e. They showed off new MacBooks with the M5 chip. Everyone expected them to show the iPad 12th Gen. Top tech reporters like Mark Gurman from Bloomberg said it was coming. But Apple said nothing. The iPad 12 was completely missing from the event. So, what happened? Did Apple cancel it? No. Apple loves money too much to cancel their best-selling tablet. Leakers are now saying Apple is holding the iPad 12 back for a quiet press release drop. This means they will just put it on their website any day now without a big video presentation. They want to spread out their news. So if you are waiting to buy, hold on tight. It is coming this spring. Do not go buy the old model out of panic. MacRumors supports the claim of the A18 chip upgrade. Tom's Guide supports the claim of 8GB of RAM for the new model. Geeky Gadgets supports the claim of a $349 starting price. ESR Tech blog supports the claim of a spring 2026 release date. Website The Times of India supports the claim of an unchanged physical design. Sportskeeda supports the claim of an early 2026 launch window. Journalist Mark Gurman supports the claim of faster processing power over an external redesign. Leaker Apple's Club supports the claim of the early 2026 release roadmap. Saran Byte supports the claim that Apple Intelligence is coming to the budget line now. Let us talk about the speed. This is the best part of the new iPad. Apple always puts older chips in their cheap iPads. The 11th Gen got the A16. We all thought the 12th Gen would get the A17. But the leaks say something crazy. Apple is skipping ahead. They are putting the A18 chip inside this $349 tablet. Some rumors even say they might use the A19 chip, which is the exact same chip inside the brand new iPhone 17. Think about that. You are paying $349 for a tablet, but you get the speed of an 800 phone. Why is Apple doing this? They are not doing it to be nice. They are doing it because they have a huge problem. That problem is called AI. Apple is pushing Apple Intelligence super hard. They want Siri to be smarter. They want your iPad to write emails for you. They want it to make custom pictures. But AI needs a lot of power, and more importantly, it needs memory. The old budget iPads only had 4 or 6GB of RAM. That is not enough for Apple Intelligence. It would crash. So, Apple is forced to give the iPad 12th Gen 8GB of RAM. This is massive news for you. Even if you do not care about AI or Smart Siri, 8GB of RAM changes everything. It means your games will run smoother. It means you can have 20 tabs open in Safari and the iPad will not slow down. It means this tablet will easily last you for the next 5 years without feeling old. Apple is basically giving you pro-level memory in a starter tablet. It is the best deal they have ever made. But here is the brutal truth. Here is the catch. You cannot get a super fast chip and double the memory for $349 without giving something up. Apple had to cut costs, and they cut costs on the screen and the design. Do not expect a new look. The iPad 12th Gen looks exactly like the 11th Gen. It has the same aluminum body. It has the same slightly thick bezels around the screen. And the screen itself, it is still a 10.9-inch non-laminated LCD display. What does non-laminated mean? Let me explain it simply. On expensive iPads, the glass you touch and the screen that shows the picture are glued tightly together. It looks like you are touching the actual pixels. On this budget iPad, there is a tiny gap of air between the glass and the screen. If you tap it with an Apple Pencil, it makes a hollow tapping sound. It also does not look as bright if you are outside in the sun. It still has an old 60Hz refresh rate. No super smooth scrolling here. This is the brutal truth. Apple is giving you a Ferrari engine, but they are putting it inside a Honda Civic body. But honestly, I think this is a smart move. Because there is a gap between the glass and the screen, it is very cheap to fix if you drop it and break it. For kids and students, cheap repairs are a lifesaver. Let us talk about storage. For years, Apple sold budget iPads with 64 gigabytes of space. That was a joke. You download 3 big games, take a few videos, and your iPad is totally full. The leaks show Apple is finally killing the 64 gigabyte model. The new iPad 12th Gen will start at 128 gigabytes. Again, the price stays at $349, so you get a faster chip, more RAM, AI features, and double the storage, all for the exact same price as before. We are also hearing whispers about a new wireless chip called the N1. This means the iPad 12 will support Wi-Fi 7. If you have a fast router at home, your downloads will be instant. Your Netflix will never buffer. It will also have Bluetooth 6.0, so your AirPods will connect faster and stay connected even if you walk to another room. So, let us wrap this up. Who is this iPad actually for? If you want a laptop replacement to edit heavy 4K videos, do not buy this. Go buy an iPad Pro or a MacBook. If you hate seeing bezels and want a perfect, beautiful OLED screen for watching movies in the dark, do not buy this. Go buy the iPad Air or Pro. But if you are a student taking notes, if you want a tablet for your kids to play Roblox, if you just want a reliable screen for YouTube, reading news and doing basic work, this is the best device on the planet. Should you buy the old 11th Gen right now because it is on sale? Absolutely not. I do not care if you see it for $250 at the store. Do not buy it. The 6 gigabytes of RAM makes it a dead end. It will not get the new AI features. It will feel old very fast. Wait just a few more weeks. The iPad 12th Gen is coming. The A18 chip and 8 gigabytes of RAM will make this the king of budget tablets for a very long time. What do you guys think? Is the old, non-laminated screen a deal breaker for you? Or do you think the $349 price and the huge speed boost make it worth it? Drop a comment below right now and let me know. I reply to as many as I can. If this video saved you from making a bad purchase, hit that like button. Make sure you are subscribed so you never miss the truth about new tech.